Guys, so today we have a Bulova for you to take a look at. Now, for those of you that aren't aware, Bulova is actually part of the Citizen Group, and it's a brand that doesn't really get a lot of coverage on watch channels. I don't know why that is. I think maybe because it's a little bit more of a budget line, and doesn't sort of tend to hold as much interest for serious, in brackets, collectors, i.e. people who spend a lot of money on watches. But probably much the same as Citizen, really. But you know what? Bulova has, a fairly strong lineage from a horological standpoint. And, this watch, whilst not my particular taste, and probably not to quite a few people's tastes, it is a quality timepiece, and it's got some really unique functions that I want to talk you through. So, this is an 8-handed chronograph. It is a chronograph that is capable of recording down to the 1,000th of a second, and for a manual or analog chronograph, that is really quite remarkable. I'm going to do something in a minute, and you're going to see some hands flying, literally flying. Biggest thing about this watch, apart from the fact that it can record down to the 1,000th of a second, is the fact that it holds this 262 kilohertz movement. And what that means is that it actually has increased accuracy over a regular quartz. Now, it's not to the same level and standard as a Grand Seiko or a Citizen A660 movement that you'd find in their, what do you call it, Chronomaster line. It's not going to be, 10 seconds a year, but it's not going to be far off that if you have a fairly steady temperature and you take care of the watch, and you wear it regularly, and it maintains sort of a similar sort of temperature. This watch is going to be very, very accurate. I'd say much more accurate than every other quartz watch, and I say second only to Grand Seiko and Citizen's high accuracy quartz. It isn't thermocompensated, so that's where it loses some of its accuracy. But this chronograph, check this out, and I would ask you to look at the 12 o'clock dial. You can see that bitch is flying. Now, granted, it will only do it up to 30 seconds, like that, and then it'll stop, and then pressing on the chronograph anytime after 30 seconds, it will show you where it actually, was in reality. But if you save battery, it does stop on 30 seconds. You'll notice there also on the second hand, it's got a really nice push rather than a tick. And there's also something else that I want to show you about this watch. So let's just see. I'm going to stop it now. And there you go. It shows you exactly what it was from a thousandth of a second perspective. We do the reset. Now, this button over here, I'll just wait for it to reach where it needs to get to. There we go. Now, those of you who have a Grand Seiko spring drive will know exactly what we are looking at. That captivating second hand that is just gliding across the dial. I never knew any other watch other than a spring drive could make this sort of movement. Excuse me, guys. But there you go. And it's a marvel to watch. The face there, you can see, has a carbon fibre finish on it, or it is a carbon fibre dial, sorry, and date there at 4 o'clock. Now, in terms of sizing, this is a little bit in victory, and what I mean by that is a 46.5mm diameter across from this watch, so it's pretty big. Thickness as well, it's 17.5 mils. You can see there it has it's actually a mineral crystal, but it is curved. Lume on the watch is not fantastic, but the big plus is it is 300 meters water resistant. So this watch, it's got you covered there, no issues at all. You can take this down to significant depth without having to worry about it. Comes on this really nice sort of nylon leather Cordova type strap, and also has a PVD buckle. Come on, focus. Let's just get that in focus. Yeah, there you go. Nice PVD buckle that matches the case. See, the bezel there is non-rotating, and it does have a fairly large hunk of steel encasing that 262 kilohertz movement. It's a good quality watch. You can't argue with that. And like I say, the screw down crown, by the way, as you'd expect with 300 meters water resistance. But it will suit many people in the market. And say if they made this in a more classic style, they'd have an absolute hit on their hands. But yeah, enjoy, guys. Take care. Bye.